going on, everybody? Jay Leone back here today. Friday, October the 8th. Day off for me. Day to talk about some vape. We're going to be doing a quickie, actually. We're going to be looking at an accessory. What am I looking at? I already forgot what I'm reviewing. The Kick 2. The Kick 2. It's inside my Magneto right now. And working quite wonderfully. And I'm knocking things over already. I want to first of all welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you for all subscribing. Everything in the YouTube land seems to be going well. Been catching up on some reviews. Dealing with issues from Fast Tech. I'm going to condemn them. Yeah, I'm going to condemn them. I'm not going to order from them anymore. They have screwed me. Not screwed me, but maybe very impatient. And, some orders, 2 orders that I've had been waiting for over a month now, and finally get back to me, and they refunded me after all this time. They said they couldn't ship it to me. So, a little peeved about that little incident. But, nonetheless, looking for new vendors to get cheap clone mods or replica mods. Yeah, nonetheless, we're going to be looking at the, what can I show you here? The Kick 2. From Evolv Vapor. So, working quite well right now, the Kick 2 is. I've got it in my Magneto with a IGO, what is this one? This one's a W, I believe. Yeah, IGO W. And one of these little white plastic drip tips that I did get from Fast Tech. And it looks quite nice, actually. I have it set to 12 watts. I have an 18500 battery in there. And at 12 watts, I think this is a 0.9 ohm single coil dripping atomizer. That's it. Single coil that's in my dripping atomizer. I can't get my words right sometimes. And it just works fine. I'm getting the hang of these lung kits. Finally, I've gotten the hang of blowing ridiculous amounts of clouds. I was messing around at work yesterday and doing it, and everybody was, oh my god. Yeah, it's quite fun. And you could hear that whistle. Yeah, I drilled out a little bit of a, maybe too big of an air hole. I couldn't find the right drill bit. I don't know if you could see the size of that dang air hole. It is probably, I don't know, maybe a 3 mil, maybe bigger than a 3 mil hole. It just whistles. Listen to it. That's at 12 watts at a 0.9 ohm, and it's just kicking ass. Those lung kits really get to you. I'm using a reduced nick now. I'm using 12 milligrams. I just ordered some 6 milligram because the 12 milligram is killing me. But anyways, I keep talking about the wrong stuff. We're here to talk about the Kick 2. The Kick 2. Let me get the Kick 2 out of here. Alright, I'm not going to do any close-ups on this. I'm just going to try to do the focus on the camera here. Okay, somebody sounds like just got molested outside. This is the Kick 2. Let me yank her out of here. This is the Kick 2. Let's see if we could actually do this right for once. Let's see if things will go Joey's way. I think I have it upside down. And yes, I do. I almost dropped it. God. Focus. Focus. Don't make me take you off autofocus. Well, you know what? My autofocus isn't even on. Oh, that would explain it. See, I took it off because I got annoyed with it. On or off, it doesn't fucking work. Anyways, Kick 2 is a drop-in module. Where did I get this guy from? I got this one from Alt Smoke. I used to order from them a lot when I first started off, but yeah, they actually had it, and they had it for a good price. It was 45 bucks shipped, which isn't bad for what you're getting, and if you're going to use it, you know, quite a lot. So 45 bucks. And I have coupons from vaporjoes.com, which is a great site if you're looking for the best deals and steals for your vape gear. So I paid 45 bucks for Alt Smoke. It's not a lot to talk about, really. What it is, it's a drop-in module. It goes in mechanical mods like the Magneto. I don't know if it works in the Sentinel. I'm going to try that on camera and see if that works. It works in my KTS mechanical mod. It works in quite a bit of mods. Some mods it just won't work. It needs to have the proper distance, or the proper tube, I should say. And the difference from the Kick 1 and the Kick 2, which I have both. Kick 1 was great. I mean, when I was using, 9, 10 watts at max, because it only did 10 watts. And now the Kick 2 is a little bit redesigned too. Well, just a little bit. Whoa! Focused. Oh my god. You kind of see. Let me get the springs lined up here, and I'll see what they changed on this. Minus the fact that it now is more wattage. Well, no, wrong one. Look at this guy. Alright. You can see, this is hard to hold these little guys together. There we go. You can see the springs on the Kick 1. Oh god, I got the wrong Kick 1. Kick 1's right here. The dinky spring on there. Kick 2, this guy here with the 2 on it, and it has those 2 posts now as springs. So they redid that little area there. See on the 1 here, you have, let me just show you one by one. The Kick 1 went from, what did it go from? 5 watts to 10 watts. And it had this little flimsy ground spring here that would make the contact on the tube to complete the circuit. I broke or shorted out one of these springs once, so the kick became useless, but Brandon from Evolv sent me a new one. I sent him the defective one. He just sent me a new one, so that was nice of him. This was a while back. Now, Kick 2 resolves that issue because I don't know what they are. It's like metal posts. There's 2 of them. And you can see here these metal posts. And those actually retract when they make contact with your sidewall of your mod. Yeah, see those right there. So yeah, those retract and make contact with the side of your mod. So they did change that, and they also changed the capabilities of it. It now goes from 5 watts to 15 watts, which is great because most regulated mods do 15 watts nowadays. And that's nice to be able to do that. So for everything I'm using, it works just fine. It's still got that plastic shrink wrapping around it, which you do not want to take off. When I first got a kick, I was like, does that come off? And I'm glad I didn't take it off, but don't take that off. It kind of just keeps everything sealed together. So still kind of a cheap looking design, I would say, but overall, as far as quality, it's great. So on it, I do have the Kick 2 pulled up here. It is from 5 watts to 15 watts, which you already know. It does from 2 volts to 6.3 volts, so it does well at regulating and does well at tuning your voltage down or up. So you can really get a lot of power, 2 volts to 6 volts. Like I got a 0.9 ohm at 12 watts. I'm not sure what that equates to, but I'm assuming it's somewhere in the 3s. And it's a stellar vape. It's a 6 amp output, and it will do addies from 0.5 ohms to 3.3 ohms. That is great. So you could actually use this on a sub-ohm build. Sometimes when you do, like, say a 0.7 ohm build and you put it on a freshly charged 3.7 volt battery, and you're going to be getting almost like, what, 18, 19, 20 watts out of it. So you put the kick in there and you could set it at 15 so you could bump your voltage down. Sometimes that 20 watts is a little too much. So you can put the Kick 2 in there, regulate it. Not only is it going to give you less of a harsh vape, but it's going to regulate your vape, and you don't have to worry about something going wrong. If there's a short, it will not fire. It's got short circuit protection. It will also has it will also let you know when your battery's drained. I believe when it gets down to 3.5, 3.6, it won't fire, and if you put it close enough to your ear, you'll hear a little ticking sound, and you'll know your battery's dead. So another thing that's nice, so it gives you a little bit of safety added to it. I need a vape. I'm talking too much. What do I got here? My good old Russian on my DNA 20. That's still working fantastic. That build that I did last week, by the way. So that's the specs. That's what it does. Let's see if it works in my Sentinel. It's something I do want to see if we can get it to work in here. I have a feeling it's not. Let's give it a try. I've never used this in smaller than 18650, so I have a feeling. Yeah, I could already tell it's not going to work. There's too much room in there. It just kind of moves around. So you need a tube that's going to have the circumference of the magneto. I don't know what this is, but it's here. And it will just basically, see right there, it just sits in there. Well, there we go. I get a nice close-up of it. Oh, bye-bye. And then you take those little springs or little contact posts and you just push them in, and boom, she's installed. That's simple. I'm going to put my 18500 back in my magneto because it's been working great in here. And basically screw on this center column, and my kick's installed. The way I install it on the magneto was screw her down, then drop, kick in, push those posts inwards. You kind of need two hands. Just give it a screw a little bit, and boom, she's in there. And real quick, it's hard to see because they're so small, but on the circuit of the Evolv Kick 2, it does have numbers for wattage, and the way you adjust it is with a flathead screwdriver. It's a little, what do they call that? Not a pedometer, a potentiometer, and you just screw that little dial here, and you'll have different wattage increments all along there. So that's great. It's just like the old one. It's very simple to adjust. It's really adjusted taste. I got mine set to, yeah, about 12 watts. Not precise, but then you just screw on your top cap and flush everything up. And boom. And let's have a vape. Oh man. Super first threading. I just unscrewed my button. That's those lung kits. So the air hole like this, you have to do lung kits on it. I can't do. I guess I could do mouth hole hits on it too. It's vaping really good right now. It's fogging up my living room. That's it though. I got some requests for some cloud chasing videos. Let me get a drink here real quick. For some cloud chasing videos where I'm just gonna shoot clouds. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today. It might be next week. I might do a double feature per se. I got the Aspire BDCs. That's next. That's gonna be next Wednesday or Friday. Like I said, you might get a special 2-video week that week, but those Aspires, I'm still trying to like them, but I'll tell you why later on. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So next week we'll have 2 videos, one review and one just for fun. Probably look for them on Wednesday or Friday by the time I get them uploaded. As always, thank you all for watching, and any questions, comments, concerns, send me a PM or post it below my video. I'll try to get back to you within a reasonable amount of time. And until next time, live well and vape on.